Well, I put the Alcoa caps on. They look alright. Looks pretty slick. But it was clean until I came over here. This is 100. I gotta pick up this load, and this time in Johnsonville, where they make Johnsonville brats and sausages. But this here is a Wabash. Let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lights all the way across. So 18 on the side, and they have these bullet lights here. So that will look pretty nice. And it looks like they put these aerodynamic covers on. That's pretty neat. Looks like you push it in and then turn it and it unlocks. But it's called Real Wheels Aero Covers. I'll be going to Georgia. This is south of Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll be taking a load of this Johnsonville over there. I have to be there Monday morning. That's tomorrow in the evening. It's about 900 miles, so I figure it'll be about 14 to 15 hour drive. But this is the load here. I have to break this seal and put another seal on. Well, this is trailer 100. This is one of those Wabashes where you have to open up both doors. Let's see if they have load locks for me. Don't look like load locks are in here. Unless they put them up. But I don't see them up. So I have no load box. I just have to drive nicely. Unless they put it up there with the bulkhead, but I doubt it. And that's too bad. Wow. I have to take it easy without load box. It'll be moving a little bit, just so. Just gotta take the corners really easy. I'm used to putting 2 load locks, one on the side and one on the back. Keep it tight. They spread it out in the middle. But this is supposed to be 0. McDonald, Georgia is where I gotta go to a cold storage. Well, that's too bad, no load locks. I missed my 7 load locks I always carry, but that's alright. Got these real thin mud flaps. These tires look better than the last tires I had. Let's see, I have a lot of chicken lights on this one. They called it chicken lights because you're scared of the dark. But this will be alright, I guess. They got Great Danes and utilities and Wabashes. So far I've been taking Wabashes. I missed my suicide knob on the handles. It goes a lot faster. But these are all drop and hook when in this company. Well, usually it's about 30 times. You have to turn it around on this crank. But in the middle, I'll be unloading there in Georgia and loading at the same place, and then I'll be taking that to Miami, Florida. This will be the first time I've been in Miami, Florida. I've been all over the United States, but when I have to go to Miami, that's a different place. It seems to be hooked alright. It's set for 0. You see, it's the person before me put love in this trailer. I'm not too picky, but I do watch and see how all this equipment is. But you just watch this, so there's a lot of puddles and all that, so it's a little bit dirty. Sure, these lines aren't twisted. These are just glad hands, they call it. Pretty simple system. If you ever disconnect this, the glad hands are made so it pulls away and disconnects so you don't break your air lines, and then it locks up the trailer. It's all this safety. The main thing is not having this touch the deck plate. That's where the DOTs really watch you on that. But I gotta slide my axles back. Let's see if there's enough air. Sometimes I have to fill it up with air before I can get these pins in. Looks like I got a full tank of reefer fuel. That's good. But it's nice to have good tires this time. You have to pull this. Well, looks like there does have some air in there. Sometimes those air tanks don't hold. Alright, that looks good. That's way up there. This is a longer slider here. But I'll go to a cast scale and weigh this thing. See how it is. Put this seal on. These are the cable seals. You don't want to put this tighten this cable seal too tight. It just slides right through. This one here, it's not one of those, I think. Yeah, that's it for that. If it slides all the way through, you don't want it too much because you can't break it off. And then if it does hang down, you gotta whip it around again so it doesn't scratch the side of the trailer doors. But I can't push it all the way through. Oh, there we go. There. So you slide it up and then you want to loop it around. And that way it doesn't scratch the trailer doors when it's swinging all night and all day. This is very important to do that. See, that's how you should do it. If you have it dangling, it starts scratching. And pretty soon you got scratches and you really regret that. It's just best just to go ahead and loop it right back in the hole, and that's the right way to go with these seals. And you don't want to go and tighten it all the way up because you got to go and cut this with they give you bolt cutters or you got wire cutters. But that's how that works. It looks like a rubber grommet's missing on this one. That's a little different. It looks pretty funny. Why these got rubber grommets. Make sure they're all pointed down so it looks nice. Yeah, it makes it look nice, but this one's missing. Looks like it's just riveted on. The other ones they took off. But that looks gaudy. It needs to have one of those so it's uniformed. But I'll also check the lights and see how this works. But I got a lot of lights on the side here. Good old regular lights on the top. They're all LEDs. Got 9 of them on the top and 9 on the bottom. These are the button lights. That's pretty neat. And you got the old blinker one. Well, that's what you should do, is turn on your lights and four-way flashers. And you gotta check the top, make sure all of them are on. That looks good on the top. Tail lights. See what the license plate light is. Yep, license plate light works. The other trailer that was out. Let's see here. 1, 2, all the way down. That looks good. Yeah. I'm gonna look like a Christmas light going down the road, but that's the way to go with chicken lights. It's too bad the tractor doesn't have any. I actually put 3 crown lights on the front of the trailer, and that looks really nice. That looks good. And this tractor doesn't really have any lights on the side. Just this one on the corner and the front is the only thing, and the crown lights. But these are the Alcoa caps. I really like these better than the other ones. That looks really nice. They're more expensive, but goes with the Alcoa rims. And I put these fog light tinting over it. It cost me about $6 in Amazon. And that's what it looks like. It looks pretty good. And they really help when you got white headlights and the white on the bottom. When you put amber in there, you can get through fog and the snow better for whiteouts. You can put some amber color in it. And it doesn't blind you with all just the white. But that looks really nice. I really like that. That's the way to go. I'm ready to hit the road. And get to a Catskill way, slide the axles right, and go to Georgia where it's nice and warm. Well, I'm in Palm City, Florida. Just looking at my new caps here. This one here looks a lot better. It's got Alcoa stamps on it. The other ones are about $40. This one's $150. But I like the Alcoa rims with the Alcoa caps. The other ones look really cheap and they were on the edge. But I'm going to polish this up and it'll look a lot better. But that's the Alcoa caps that I really like. But from Wisconsin to here, it's about 75 degrees out. It's all about taking the thermos off. But it's all about palm trees around here. That looks really nice. I don't really see many of these out because the other ones are about $50, $45 to $50. And these here are really nice. They really fill up the rim there. The other ones are little caps in the middle, but that's really slick. I'm at a rest area, mile marker 106 in Florida. 95 South is right in front of me. There's about 90 parking stalls here, so it's really good. I heard that they had some parking problems here, but looking at my hours, I can't go over 14, so you get as close as you can to Miami, and that's where I gotta go. And Miami is, I gotta go to mile marker 14. It's a little windy off the ocean here. The ocean's in front of me, and that'll be the Atlantic Ocean. And last week I was in Watsonville, and that was the Pacific Ocean. It's about the same distance. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon here. But I'll leave about 4 in the morning. It's about an hour and a half drive there. I have a 6 o'clock appointment, so that should do it. My last one's at 5, so that should really work out. But I'll take this walking path here and see what this is about. But it's all about palm trees here. It's supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow. But this is pretty warm for everybody else. I left Wisconsin, it was about 6 degrees out. And I went right to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, just south of that, and unloaded. And I got out of there about 5 o'clock in the morning. I drove straight here. But this is what they give you here for a walking path. Their fence line's got barbed wire on it. And they got double fence line. I noticed that fence line there. So you got this one and that one. They want to make sure nobody's jumping and sleeping out here. And when I did Gold Run, you can see fence lines were knocked down. But this is pretty nice. It's not as busy as I thought. But this is Florida. I don't really come to Florida. I usually stay the west side of Chicago. But I got about 3 drops tomorrow, and then I got to go on the other side of Florida on the west side and pick up some produce and bring it back to Wisconsin. Should be a busy day tomorrow. But I filmed a couple wrecks, so I'll make some movies on that. But they got these different trees. It looks like 3 different trees. The palm trees and this kind of pine tree and this other tree that you see in the Everglades. That's about it. Just 3 different kinds of trees. No real bushes. They got a pond over here. This area where you get alligators and all that. That's why they got barbed wire here, probably. Keep people away from that. But I noticed this double fence line. The only animals I see is the anthill here. They're all busy, very small ants. And they're working pretty hard. Good colony. All with the queen ant. And that rules all the men in that club. But if you weigh all the humans and weigh all the ants outweigh all of you humans more than you think. There's not much to this trail. No excitement like Donner Pass. I did have to put some chains on out to make a movie on that. But today's the first day of March 1st. Everyone else is cold, but down here you're about 75 degrees out here. Tomorrow they're saying it's going to be in the 80s, so that's alright. It's all air conditioned stuff down here. But there is water on the other side of this here. They don't want you close to that. Probably alligator kind of way. When I went from 75 over on 10, there was a wreck that I filmed there, but there was signs about bear crossing the next 30 miles, so they do have bear down here. In Wisconsin would be black bear. I wonder what it would be down here. But I know tonight all these parking spots will be filled, but I'm impressed with how many spots. They even tell you how many spots is open. They said 83 spots are open here, so I figure there's about 90 stalls for trucks here. And this is the last rest area before you get into Miami. I'm only about 93 miles away from my exit. I gotta get off. So I figured I'd just drive about 4 in the morning, get down there and see what kind of bumper to bumper every big city is, what it is. Once used to San Francisco, LA, and Chicago. Everything else isn't really nothing too much. But we'll see how it works out. Speed limit here is 70 miles an hour. In California for trucks is 55. But this rest area is very big. That building is pretty big. But they have nighttime security. That's one thing that's marked as nighttime security. All the rest areas in Florida. But you can see there's only about 3 trees out here. 3 different trees. The noticeable palm tree and this pine tree you can see is pretty noticeable. And this other tree, I don't know if it's maple. But that's it. But all the vehicles down here don't really have rust. Not much about snow here. But it's all laid out with palm trees all over. But you can't really come on the other side. They barbed wired everything just for looks. Well, it's a big waste when you really think about it. It's barbed wired and fenced on the outside and the inside. They just let it go. But this looks like a swamp kind of area. You got cattails here. But this breeze is pretty warm. It's coming off the Atlantic Ocean. But that's the end of this trail. That's your big walk here in this rest area. Any truckers that need to stay in shape, you go right here. This takes you down to a swamp here. That's the end of this fence line. All muddy swamp. Probably got some frogs in there. But you don't need to bundle up here. But I know it probably gets really hot in the summer here, especially humidity. California, when it's hot, it's dry. Here it's very humid. The wind's blowing. I hope it doesn't affect my microphone. But it probably is, so I hope it doesn't aggravate you too much. It's nice to be in Florida. But the only places I haven't gone is Alaska and Hawaii when it comes to the 50 states we have. Other countries I've been around, Norway is one of my favorites. Nice and quiet and small. We got enough electronic stuff up here. But damn, this building is really big. Must have a lot of stalls in here. And inside they got some kind of trees or something. They keep pretty busy. Got a snack, coffee, bill changer, drinks and snacks, ice cream over here. Yeah, that's why it's so big. They got a big opening in the middle. Pretty well got some garden here in the middle. It's real too, it's not fake. Well, you got a semi side and a car side here. Yeah. This is 95 right here. But every state is about the same now with their local stuff. Free fun travel for $1. Florida singles. RV guide to Florida. Looks like I'll take one of these RV guides to Florida. Probably got a lot of advertisements. Fun travel, paper, jokes, trivia, more. It says Florida singles. Don't really see that anywhere. It's all about ladies in bikinis, thinking that's what they all look like. But not much to see. But they do have a lot of rest areas here. About every 40 miles there's a rest area. A lot of parking in each one. Everything you need here. But they do have security in each rest area, so taxpayers got to pay for that. I figure I park right at the end, so when I wake up, I'll just take off from there. But they do put some cement on this parking lot. When they have truck parking problems, they just make sure they get you at a rest area. But it's a pretty big restaurant here. Each one's just like this. About 90 to 100 spots here for you guys. That's why they got full security to make sure nobody's messing around. It's like a big hotel area. But might as well polish my rims a little bit. Get that Wisconsin salt off. Every truck's different. I like those big ones. These things are really nice. It's worth the money, I'll tell you. Got it set for 0. Oh well. Taking my 10-hour break now.